Hello, welcome. I'm Ronald the Power Work Builder, and we're continuing on with bag number 3 of our Fast and Furious Mitsubishi Eclipse. And there's what it looks like after 2 bags. So let's hop right into number 3 here. We're going to start out with this little guy and one of these. And then one of these little guys. And then a brown pin. And then we need this piece. And then one of these little collar things. And then eventually this little piece. And then we're going to take this and one of these famous little green circles that we use quite a bit on the build. Stick that in here. Putting this on this side. And then we're going to attach this the only problem is that doesn't look the same. Why does that not look the same as the picture? It's showing that brown pin is coming through the top, and there's actually a black pin coming through the top. But I built it the right way, because that's just interesting. I think, well, did I forget? I think I forgot a piece. But still, it's kind of makes you wonder what the pin shows it's coming through the top, but I don't understand how that pin would come through the top and come through the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. But I do know that I need this. Oh, you know what? That's, I think, where I screwed up. I don't need this extra piece on the top. That's where I screwed up. Okay. Now I dropped a piece on the floor. I think I did. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I know I dropped a piece, but I do have an extra one. I can always use my extra one. Okay. So that's actually how it's supposed to look. I put one too many pieces on the top, and then I forgot that little piece. That's what was confusing me. We'll just put that right there. And I know if you're putting that there, then you do need to put this on the other side. Which is actually what the next step is. Okay. And then this goes on this side. So there we go. Alright. Now, let's see if we can make this. So we're going to make two of these, I know we are. One for each side. So put our long piece in with the short first. And then this. And then this goes on here. Take another long pin, put the long end in first so that comes out balanced. And then that pin's in there. And then put that piece there. Okay. So then we want to balance that. Put here it is. That's balance it there. Put that there. Put this here. Put this. No. This. There. Like that. This. Oh, wait. Never mind. This does go like that. Because then this goes like that. Because then this goes like that. And this goes over here. Okay. So then this one will go on here and on there. Same thing with this side. So there you go. Okay, so then take this gray piece and we're gonna lay it on there like that. Meaning that we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Because it does say 2. So you are doing, you know, both sides. And just like, you know, so the instructions tell you to do both sides at the same time on 86 and 87. Okay. Now we're moving on to this piece and okay. Yeah, so put these on either end. And then take, yeah, this piece. Put that there. That piece there. And then this goes through here like that. Okay, then it's like that clips on there. This goes in here. And then, let's see. There's one. There's two. Come on. Square up. Okay. Alright, so alright, so we're looking like that so far. Alright, so looks like we're taking this piece, put it on there, and then adding this on there, adding one of these to the end, putting that there, and then adding this on the end. So now we're kind of looking like that. Okay. And we need our gray piece. Put black, red with the short end, or blue with the short end in. Blue again with the short end in. And then red with the long end in, missing the one spaced out hole, space out another hole, and then this. So then we're looking like that. And then we'll take one of these, put it on either end, and then we'll take this thing and we'll, oh, I need to put one of these pins on each end. And I just pinged off one of those blue things. Maybe I'll have to find it later. I'll have to go search it for that. Carpet monster ate it. Okay, so now this saying that goes through there. So now it all fits together like that. That doesn't... Yeah, no, that's not right. I don't have that on right. I mean, it fits together there, but it's not the right way. I still don't think that's the right way to do it. No, that's the right way to do it. Okay, yeah. So it looks like that. So this, that's what it shows here in the picture. And then we just close it off with this. Provided I can get all the little pin tabs to click in. So that's what that looks like. Alright, now we need this. Huh, there's that blue piece. So it didn't ping off to the carpet monster. But I know one of the green pieces did. Okay, so then this goes on here. Alright, so then we need to make the other side. And that slips on there. So you're gonna have like a little pin. I'm pretty sure that's gonna go right in the middle of that. Okay. Now, this is where I'm gonna have to get my spare parts out. So I need this little green piece that got lost to the carpet monster. Okay, and then so these go, well, they don't go all the way through yet. They are pins. They don't go all the way through just yet, because you gotta put it on the car and then push these down. Okay. Alright, so then this goes on the back of the car. Okay, this goes on the back of the car. So I'm guessing, oh wait, no. Yeah, never mind. So, okay. So where that hole and that hole are, is where it'll fit right in this bracket. That's where the little push tabs go. Just like that. So those brackets right there just push down and it pushes it on there. I think that's probably the exhaust pipe. Okay, now I'll take this gray piece first there, and then put the long side of the blue in so it levels out. And then one black and one black. So that's what it looks like. And then this looks like it goes just like that. No, it can't go like that. Yeah, because it goes over one, actually. It goes in the middle. Yeah. There you go. So that sits right in the middle. Okay. And we'll take this, put the short end in there, and the short end in there. Squeeze that together. And then we'll take this, put it in there. With that. And we want number 10. To go on there. And then this goes in here. Okay. So then that goes there. That one goes there, and this one goes here. And this goes this goes on there. So I made 2 of these. So this first one was on this side. So it goes in there like that. And that means then this one this one's actually, let's see, I need this. And I need this. So I can put that on this side. Okay. And they want me to use 3 and 2. So here's 3. Okay, so 3. Three goes on there like that. And number 2. Will go on here like this. There you go. And then the other side is 5 and 6. There. And basically, yeah, we just built the other side. I pretty much can kind of guarantee most times, you know, what you do on one side you can do on the other side, except for the front piece up here. I mean, this was different, you know, than this side, but that's the only difference I saw was that, you know, the way they built this axle, one side was different than the other. Alright, so now we need these 2 parts with this. And then these go on the yellow bar that's left exposed. And I'm not sure where I missed it. But they said to pin the put those pins in the side. And I'm not. Huh. I'm not sure where I missed that part. But right here where this is kind of loose, there's supposed to be some pins there. And I don't recall being told to put them in there, but I will put them in there because because they're supposed to be there. At least the directions show it's already there. I'm not exactly sure where I missed that step. I was just trying to look at this here real quick. Yeah, because see, all they did was say just put those two in. There was nothing that said to put those other side ones in. They just show up that they're already in there. Yeah, because you can see right there, that's the part, and there's no pin there. But then, oh, okay, I get it. 98, that's where it says to put those pins in. So, I missed step 98. Okay, mystery solved. But it wasn't that hard to put them in though, even after I missed step 98. So, okay. Now it's saying to put these fenders in, but I think you only put in one side. I think it only holds in with one side. Yeah, it only holds in with one side at the moment. Probably the door panel or something would hold the other side on. So we'll just put those on for now. Okay, now we need to put these two together. With this. Okay. And then this goes on here. So that goes on like that. And then this one, we take the red, this, and a green. Not exactly sure why we're using a different color there, but maybe it's to pin something down. I don't know. But that goes on there like that. It must be to pin something because, you know, that's, but it's only pinned on one side, so. Okay, so then we need a couple red pieces. And then that. And then, let's see, we need two black pieces, and then this, and then one more. So, something like that. Okay. So then we need, because we'll have to do the other side. So that's this side. So that's the two sides. Okay, so now this pins into this hole there. So it creates that lip there. Okay. Now we need 13 and 21. There we go. And I did try to line up the the blue so that way it was even with each other, so the way it didn't look too off center. And then we'll need 25 and 15 for the other side. Trying to line this one up and it's not cooperating very well. There we go. So that's our 2 on there. All right, getting close to the end of this pack. So take that and this. And then squeeze that together on here. Like that, and then put this all the way through. Then we'll put another piece on. And then we'll take one of our pins. Push that all the way through. This here with that. Okay, so that's yeah, that's this side over here. Okay, so then yeah, there's building that one, and then building the last piece. And then we'll stick this one on this side, and that's what actually holds that fender in, a little quarter fender, that rear fender. So that's what holds this in. You know what? I assembled this backwards somehow. I'm not exactly sure how I managed to do. I think, well, I built this one for this side, but then I built that one the same way somehow. I'm not exactly sure how I managed to build two for the same side when I was building one for the opposite side. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how I managed to build two of the same side. Wasn't trying to do that, it just kind of happened that way. But we'll get there in the end. Alright, so then this will clip into here. Like that. And they want a number 11 to go on that. And that means the number 8 goes on the other side. And you do want to make sure that you put it on the first blue and not the second blue. The second one stays empty or unstickered. So that's up to stage 3 now. So if you enjoyed that, thank you. Have a good day.